Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
I have to fart. I wish I had a fart mic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What happened on the
Did you
plane?
hear
But
it?
yeah, I heard it. What happened on the plane?
I went, brr. Okay, what happened on the plane? I was in first class because I fucking earned it. Okay, I've been a comic for a million years. And this douchebag next to me. Thank you. It's the same story. Like, it's dark as fuck. It's the first flight out.
It's the worst.
And he's the only a-hole. He's open, and both open. Both. And then he's like a child where he has to be watching his stupid show with his earbuds.
Yeah, I don't get this, by the way, because this happened to me last week too, where it was all the way open and they're watching something. You're like, you realize the glare is making it harder to watch, right?
Yes.
The fuck are you doing?
I almost was going to tell him. I feel like at this point, do I have a right to tell them? Like, everyone else has their...
Yeah, hey, do you mind? We're all trying to sleep on this. Like,
I mean, I had a hoodie on. I put the hoodie over my eyes. I had glasses on.
I always get the aisle seat. You know why? I get peeing anxiety.
So do I. I get the aisle seat too.
That's why I get aisle, just for peeing anxiety, because I'm always like, I'm going to have to pee a lot.
Me too. That's why I get it.
But like, I wish I had window more just to be like, no.
But let me ask you this, because I do window too for that reason. What about, you know, that window that's kind of in between your seat and the person's behind you?
It's like, whose is it?
Whose
right?
is it? And they leave that one open, and now
I'll tell you what, it's fucking mine. That's whose it is.
here. So what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll go, do you mind if I?
Oh yeah.
And I'll ask.
That's
so
polite.
They
That's good.
act like they have say in it.
Yeah.
But it's really my will.
Yeah, I don't get these stare out the window. I mean, Jesus Christ, it really is like, that's who says fucking espresso.
Espresso.
You know? If you have the window open on the
Addict.
AM flight, you fucking say espresso.
And you're a fucking idiot.
And you stare out the window. And it's like, also like 2 hours later, they're still like,
I know. He's still looking.
it's white. We're in the fucking clouds. Do you want to just shut it now?
I know. And then he would do this thing where,
Oh,
I was like,
that's a theatrical yawn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to be seen. He wants to be heard.
Ah. Come on, man.
Yeah. And then there was no Wi-Fi on the plane because the satellite wasn't working or whatever. And then he was throwing a fit to the there's no Wi-Fi. Like,
yeah.
I can't entertain myself because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you can get through a fucking couple hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, without Wi-Fi.
He was throwing a baby fit. I was like, guys, shut the fuck up. Like,
You know what the other one that sets me off? This happened last week too. I almost asked the guy, "Are you fucking out of your mind?" Where I was sitting in the aisle seat, and he's here, and he starts to walk into the row while I'm seated. I was like, "Hey, man, like,
wait, walk in to sit to his seat."
Yeah, I was like,
And you're
"I'll get up and leave." Like, you're not my fucking lady. Where like you walk in front of
And
me.
he
while I'm
puts
sitting.
your dick in his
Get the
his
fuck out of
ass
here,
in your
man. I was
fucking
like, "Yo,
face.
dude, what are you doing?"
I know, because he was a pretty big guy, so he was gonna get in after it, and I was like, I'll just get up. You're
Of
so
course.
clueless. You're such a dummy.
Of course. You think I want your fucking man legs rubbing
Oh,
up
you're
against me?
Asshole. Or the best is when you're sitting in the aisle and then the guy is getting his suitcase up here and then his asshole is
Yeah.
right in your shoulder, and you're like, you know what you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your asshole is on my shoulder.
Absolute fucking worst, man.
People are so fucking horrible. Now I'm starting to hate humanity again. During the pandy, I loved
know.
everybody. Now I'm back
Now it's
out
back.
there.
The rage is building again too.
Yeah.
Other thing I do is I always wear headphones in the airport, either earbuds or like big ones, and sometimes I can hear some people talking to me and I ignore them, you know, and
That's really psychotic. Who's talking to you?
I just hear someone say my name or something. And I'll just be like,
Like a fan?
yeah, or something, you know, just somebody will say like, hey, you know, Tom, or, and I'll just be like, don't hear you. And then sometimes when I'm on a flight, my seatmate will talk to me and I'll just be like, and they'll be like, I can hear them being like, hey, do you think? And I'll be like, and I'll I'll wait till they like tap me and then I'll be like, what's that? And then I'm just like, okay. Because I don't want to have a conversation
God,
with
you're
them.
such a psycho. You're way crazier than I am. That's real.
Yeah. Well, you know what I did one time? I think I said this before. I felt guilty about it later, but someone started a conversation with me, and I made the mistake to ask them a question when they started like telling, and I go, "What was that like?" And they started a fucking 3-series novel. And after a few minutes, I just put my headphones back on while they were talking. It was bad because it was a sad story too. It was like,
oh my God.
So I was like, oh wow. And then they're like, yeah. So as we came up over the hill, and I was like, yeah. And I just went,
oh my God.
I mean, I gave him a few minutes. But then I covered up, and then I was like, well, that was a nice volume you just gave me with your story. Later on, I was like, that was probably not cool.
Gosh, you're terrible. You're a terrible person.
It was a terrible story.
God.
It was
it
bad.
Tragic story?
It's just like when you meet people after a show, you're doing a meet and greet, and you're like, hey, and people are cool. And then the one guy's like, I got a quick story for you. And right away, I'm like,
stories. I don't like hearing people's stories. I don't like it.
Because their story's always like, one time I was with my friend, and we didn't have nowhere to go, so we were waiting. And you're like, I would like to have a heart attack right now, just to get out of hearing your story.
Yeah, there's a few people I've had in recent experience.
My friend was like, hey. And I was like, So,
you ever talk to the person that always makes it a downer story about their own lives?
Well, that's who you put on headphones for. You're just like, yeah.
That's like, oh, do you want to see a picture of my dog? Yeah, I had a dog, died of cancer last year, and then I got a divorce, and then, she got custody of the kids, and you're like, oh my God.
Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, I just want to show you a picture of my dog.
Ugh. Hate it.
I know, it's horrible.
All right.
Good morning, Julia. Did you like that highlight? Why not watch a whole episode or look at other highlights here, or you can subscribe right here so you know when that...
You dumb broad.
What? I did that right. I know I did. Did I do that right?